Welcome back. We're watching a bit more Dungeon Meshi, an adventure on, well, finding the most edible of ingredients, no matter how specialist they may be. But wrapped up in a nice little bow of mystery and intrigue, a bit of magic here and there, the dungeon itself being under the control of this mad magician, who isn't exactly happy that they were interacting with other denizens of this place. If this was just a dumb and fun food adventure, I would have enjoyed it. If this was just a dumb and fun dungeon explorer, I would have enjoyed it. If this was just a serious implication on cultures and races and superstitions, I would have enjoyed it. But all of them together, really mixed together in this cooking pot that we have, this show has been quite the extreme journey. And with a couple of episodes left, it means that, well, something's got to snap. Whether it's not come to face with the magician themselves, Fallon in her current bestial form, or just getting the hell out of there. We're going to have to watch it, so grab a drink so that we can begin. With everything that we've seen so far in the dungeon, how much more is there for them all to kind of show off? I mean, obviously we've got to go through Senshi's backstory and his tragic reason as to why he's living in the dungeon, but there's so many flaws and creatures that we've met. Is there many others that are still unknown to us? There's quite a lot going on, and obviously with the opening here showing us all of the characters that are present throughout this story, surprisingly that they've all had their own little moments and whatnot that we've been able to see, whether they've just been for cultural enlightenment or actually present. And I keep going back to that old gnome, was he? The cleric one? And considering the dwarves broke in through a wall, does that mean that everyone else can as well? You know, maybe there's areas that haven't been explored yet. I mean, it's true, they want to be better prepared. I mean, sometimes a calm head doesn't mean that there's cowardice. They have gold sickness, a fever for money. I mean, they didn't need to go too deep in, did they? You could have stayed by the entrance. Now, can they turn around and go back, prepare properly? Crap. And if at the very worst, they can always dig out through the walls, right? When they broke in. Huh. Have we thought about that? You know, fountains and rooms to sleep in appear when you need it, the dungeon giving them what they need. Has that been the case all the way through this story so far? Just don't make too much noise. If he's the designated cartographer for the group. One down more? Yeah, one more down. I mean, good that he's not being ignored, considering the group. No, not the horse. It's doing it out of pure spite. You're understanding this makes us understand why Senshi was so terrified, seeing that his entire group slowly being picked off while they are hungry as hell. And some infighting as well. Even in a moment such as this, holding true to tradition and being a good person, that dwarf is to be respected. I mean, he's willing to share. Might taste a bit crunchy. I mean, shouting outside is fine, you know, come to an agreement, but maybe the griffin did it? Who won the kerfuffle? Okay. He's got a little wound there. Ooh. Don't go outside, don't check, don't question anything. Food is food. This is not a story you really want to not a story you want to tell people. Did he return? No. I mean, at one point he must have gone outside because, well, you know. So him being told to be the cartographer there to make all the maps. The cleaners of the dungeon, yeah. You, to be fair, being captured by the orcs are probably the best solution to his issues and troubles at that time. It's something that sticks with you, yeah. Until what? He just... okay. Also, I do love that he's taken the helmet, fixed it up, and made additions to it. So is that why he's constantly on the search for good cuisine? Getting food from the dungeon. Hopefully coming to a meal that relieves his tension and anxiety. Do we not listen to the story? If he does eat it, that's the problem. Because if it's not the same, if it has a different texture, taste, I mean, there's closure for certainty, but really do some proper testing. You don't want to create any false results here. Yeah, that bit did question me. Question me? I did question. I don't think this is something that we can really glean from Senshi's memories. Well, I mean, saying the beacon and whatnot is its main weaponry, but we saw the griffin kick the shit out of the little flying dragon, so it's not out of the question that there are other methods. His intrigue and interest in monsters of this dungeon and trying to come up with solutions that aren't the kind of obvious. I'm not going to trust those brightly purpled fungi. Is he going to test? We won't know if they're edible or not if someone doesn't try it. I mean, that's how we slowly learned how things are poisonous throughout time. Don't worry, just give Jeremy the mushroom. If he's alive next week, we'll know it's good. I mean, it did have to be prepared in the same manner because this is nothing like what... Okay, cool. Well, on to bowl number 2. 50-50. Well, I guess he's just not even listening. He's straight into it. Could have been prepared differently. What is he? Yes, that's what he's trying to come to, although not with such a smile. I mean, hippogriffs and griffins are kind of close, sure, but... So it was horny. Those hooves. True, but in the heat of the moment, they could have mistaken it for a griffin. Can they? I mean, the logic there is solid, but it gives them another hope to carry on, doesn't it? Well, I just need to find one. Oh, he just so happens to have some stowed away somewhere. Like down his underwear? Don't eat that meat. Right. The Griffins are the hippogriffs, but they're not. What are you getting on about here? Also, we saw him read the book about the mushrooms, so he did figure it out. Children swap. Uh-huh. Are they being forced into a furnace? We're getting mushroom fairy rings, changelings that. So he's just gonna chuck part of the griffin in there and be like, right, there you go. Yeah, I mentioned the kick, didn't I? I didn't think that would actually. Important, though. I mean, after all of this, if it still doesn't taste the same, then, you know, there's gonna. Yeah, it does look kind of nice. So, same preparation as what he knew before, but now can they have a meal that's better prepared? One that's not so awful. I don't know which way I want this to go, whether or not it confirms or denies his suspicions. Already making excuses, but I'm pretty confident. It wasn't just a battle for survival. You know, his memories of his group haven't been tainted. I guess that heaviness has been lifted from him. Yeah, as was kind of mentioned, but you know, in a sense, this dungeon is quite nice in that respect, trying to give people what they want, even if it is a trap. Yeah, the search radius has been expanded quite a lot. Pass on some of the knowledge that he has. The kindness that he was shown on his survival. God fucking damn it. So how come the meat happened immediately and yet they weren't changed into hideous bog trolls? Well, story's over. He looks a little wider than usual. He's hulking out. This is a Freaky Friday, isn't it? They've all swapped races. I'm out. No. Although Chill Truck Toolman brought me back. Now they can experience what it's like for. What was he checking just now? Now they can experience what it's like for all of them. I mean, sure, changing one. Is that an elf? Why is he glistening? Oh no. Uh, not, not much has changed with Izumi. It worked for the meat, sure, so let's go searching. Right, so the dungeon taking a. What? Well, I guess Senshi's not too upset about having to wear a dress now. It's robust, isn't it? Stocky and hardy. Is he getting altitude sickness up there? Oh, I guess, yeah, his hearing will be dulled and whatnot. Not constantly on edge. And now they can respect each other's roles in the party a little bit more, seeing how they all tie into one another. Gonna have to toss me. Don't tell the elf. Yeah, you want to come to an intricately designed door like that? What could possibly go wrong? Why is there a... Yeah, bundle of sticks. Small campfire out front. Who else has been present here? He likes his new form, doesn't he? I mean, he's really saying, oh, I feel stronger here. What about the others? Are they quite so intrigued by the prospect? There's only two of them that seem to be a little perturbed. Is this where Chiltruck's expertise, being the rogue and whatnot, helps out? You know, combining two jobs. Helpful. Oh, did he? Is alive, but also get transformed as well. He just went into hibernation. Sensed what was needed. You know, came clutch in that moment. God, Jesus, Buddha, flying spaghetti monster. Anyone that's listening. Gargoyle. Zzz. I mean, there's a few tricks amongst them. He doesn't have the tiny body that he had before. He's a bit more robust this time. I mean, you can't change his nature of a lifetime. Gargoyle used explosion? Or did she explode it? But the mana capacity isn't quite as big as she is used to. Interesting. Bit too warm in this dungeon. Ah, kobold. Getting into a battle frenzy. He's going to help, isn't he? It seems the elf genes are too strong for him, taking over quite a bit much. Except, is he finding the limitations of a dwarven body? They're more adapt to sprints than a marathon. Follow the bell. Go on, go get it. You'll be the shield. Although, have they just jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire by going through this place? I mean, now they're trapped as well. They can't open the door from the inside. What's this whirring that I'm hearing? That would be the whirring that I'm hearing. Is this entire place powered by steam? Ah. It runs through energy quite quickly. Why is he still so self-confident? Let it rest, rise. Were we making burgers? No, not with the long stick. Individual finch. Getting dumplings. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. At least they're all helping out. Even Itsumi is getting involved here. A few of... Well, you can tell who made whose. Just some extra seasoning, really. I mean, yeah, it's not just a plain soup and stew this time. Yeah, maybe a bit of warning immediately would help, but that's interesting. I mean, like the people of the dungeon losing their sense of taste. Do other races have a sharper sense of sourness or sweetness, etc.? Uh-huh. Profound. Hmm. I mean, if the dwarves were inherently present in this dungeon as well, creating these pipes and contraptions here. Fair enough. But why has this room stayed like this rather than being turned back into the dungeon? Is it because it's behind this door? Is it the magician itself wants it to stay like this? I mean, she's an elf at heart, right? Yeah, true. Might be a bit difficult to explain right now, though. Yeah, they're fucked. So yeah, Dungeon Meshi can't stay grounded for all too long, can't stay sentimental. Have a moment of Senshi exploring his dark past, the potential of having to eat his own comrades and the unknowingness about that entire situation. For it to be dangled in front of him, and for Laos's knowledge of everything to then calm his mind and give him an extra opportunity to trust in his comrades. just to switch it up, and now we've got a body swap episode. Each of them exploring what it's like to be one another. Chiltruck seemed to get the short end of the stick. Toolman doesn't really have much of an advantage. Dulled senses. Maybe the height is a bonus, but, he's so not used to it. The one that I don't understand is Senshi. Sure, he was turned into an elf, but Marcel didn't act like this. Is it just because, I look all fancy now? He's just enjoying the time. Or is it Marcel is the outlier? The enigma when it comes to how elves act. Not sure about that one. The idea of, there's remnants of an old war. History is not meant to repeat itself, so we're keeping it under lock and key. And it just so happens that the dungeon is also abiding by that by having it behind a big locked door. What else is in this room? What are they going to come across? And is anything of it going to help them for the last episode in the season? I always get season and series mixed up, so I have to be extra careful. But, a little hair in your food, to be fair, since getting a cat, it's a daily occurrence. Maybe not when they're making their south, though. I haven't had any dumplings in quite some time, whether they're grilled or just steamed, or fried. Now I'm hungry. I wasn't before. God damn it, Dungeon Meshi. What have you done again? Luckily, I don't have to go fighting off any hippogriffs or griffins or potentially eating my party members. It's quite a lot more simple out here on the surface. And the main question is, are they going to find a way to change back immediately upon the next episode? Is it going to be a sitcom kind of situation where off screen, they're fine now, it's just don't worry about it too much? There are some questions I want to raise. But with so much going on in the world around them, one episode in this season left, what are they going to do? Obviously can't wrap up the elves subplot, can't wrap up the magician, can't wrap up Fallon. At least not all at the same time. So, pick your poison. Should be in for a grand old time, though, and I've enjoyed this thoroughly many times over, whether it be the animation, the art style, the dumb faces that are sometimes pulled, the characters, the interactions, the world building, the etymology of the species within the world. Everything about it seems to come together as a whole, and it makes it quite enjoyable. And hopefully, somewhere along the way, you've enjoyed it as well. If I've done anything to entertain you and or make that experience better, let me know. Leave a like on the video and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel to not miss out. Maybe even jump onto my Discord for notifications for when more stuff gets uploaded, or polls for when new shows need to replace the old ones, which seems to be rapidly reaching us. But for now, try and get a good night's rest. I hope you're never forced to question what it is that you've consumed, and I'll see you in the next one.